Hello, and welcome to another episode of Music on the Rocks. My name is Jeff Brown, and this is the show where I make my way through my whiskey collection and my music collection to share a little bit of both with you. And today we are digging past the archives into the abandoned mine shaft that the archives are built on top of to find this song that I wrote when I was either 16 or 17, as I didn't keep track as well as I do now. But I wrote the song when I was in high school. And suffice to say, it has not aged as well as I would have hoped. But understand that if you want to judge the song, you are judging a teenage Jeff. So do with that as you will. This is called Heavy Metal Chick. There's a girl I wanna know. I met her at a Slayer show with dark eyeliner and skull rings on, thrashing till the break of dawn. She's hot and all that jazz, and I'm certain that she could kick your ass, 'cause she is my heavy metal chick. Tattoos and spikes, they look so sick. In an Iron Maiden tee, oh girl, won't you come and talk to me? And I think I knew that this was it when I saw her tearing up the pit. Yeah. Well, I knew that she was heavy set when I heard that she liked Testament with her combat boots up to her knees. You hear me shouting, baby, please, and I lost my mind. And this I swear when she threw her horns up in the air, 'cause she's my heavy metal chick. Her tattoos and spikes, they look so sick. In an Iron Maiden tee, oh girl, won't you come and talk to me? And I think I knew that this was it when I saw her tearing up the pit. Tear it up. Oh, I play Pantil when it's late. I think of her and master my guitar solos, so that'll impress the heroine in the leather dress with the jet black hair and the fishnet tights. I wanna rock and roll with her all night, 'cause she's my heavy metal chick. Tattoos and spikes, look so sick. In an Iron Maiden tee, oh girl, won't you come and talk to me? And I think I thought that this was it when I saw her tearing up the pit, 'cause she's my heavy metal chick. Tattoos and spikes, and they look so sick. In an Iron Maiden tee, oh girl, why won't you talk to me? And I think I had a fit when I saw her tearing up the pit. Yeah, go, 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 baby, go. Yeah. That was Heavy Metal Chick. I wrote that song when I was 16 or 17 years old. Proof positive that teenage Jeff was excited by simpler things like women that listened to heavy metal. I didn't know a lot of them back then, or didn't realize that I knew a lot of them back then. Who knows? But yeah, that song was written a long time ago, and if I had the chance to write it again, I probably wouldn't. But I would definitely change the name, because I can't imagine that there are too many people out there that are pumped about being referred to as chick. So maybe I'll rewrite it as, Heavy Metal Girl. I could probably make that happen. There are worse things out there. Looking at you, Machine Gun Kelly. But enough of that. I wrote that song in high school. which means that song is officially old enough to drink, which is fortunate, because that's what we're gonna do. So today, we will be trying something I found called Jim Beam Devil's Cut. I admit I was curious. Not curious enough to buy a whole bottle, but, you know, this much curious. So, quick and dirty whiskey 101. Making whiskey is essentially very, 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 very dumbed down version. You take a neutral clear spirit and you put it in charred oak barrels, and as the barrels expand, that spirit goes into the wood and it contracts. The spirit comes out of the wood with color and flavor and all sorts of that fun stuff, and after you age it, while that expansion and contraction is going on, it comes out and you put it into a bottle and it's whiskey. Very, very simplified. Well, there is a term called the angel's share, that what happens is that during this aging process, some of it will evaporate and you lose that amount of spirit to the angels. So they call it the angel share. Less talked about is the devil's cut. So when that spirit is being absorbed into the wood, you don't get all of it back. But apparently, Jim Beam has found a way to extract that wood-locked spirit from the wood of the barrels and bottled it, and they call it Devil's Cut. Super, super dumbed down version. So we are going to try this Devil's Cut. My friends, as always, be well, be safe, and cheers, my friends, with the Jim Beam Devil's Cut whiskey. Okay, so sometimes the nose lies. What my nose is telling me right now is that the seas are about to get rough. Yo, the devil can have his back. It's aggressively tanniny, which I expected from something that is basically extracted from the wood of barrels. This is... Alright, so I try not to judge. Personally, if you want a bourbon, if you want a whiskey that's going to hold your hand and tell you that you look pretty, this isn't it. I've got a whole cabinet of those over there, but this is not it. But if you want a whiskey that's going to pull your hair and put their boot on your neck, that's this guy. And I'm not going to judge, but you won't have to share. My friends, I will be back next week with another episode of Music on the Rocks. Some more music, some more whiskey, maybe something I enjoy a little more. But you know what? I'll be here nevertheless. Cheers, everyone.